All right, good morning YouTube. In today's video, I just want to talk about how should a true, honest-to-God novice should train. Now, as with everything, there is nuance, there's a spectrum, and a novice is a umbrella, all-encompassing term for just a new lifter. If you are lifting less than 6 months, you're a novice. If you're lifting maybe less than a year, you're a novice. If you have never really done a true training program, you're a novice. If you can progress session to session and actually increase your work capacity, you are a novice. Now, when it comes to the true 100% beginner, never done anything active or physically demanding in your life, and you now want to start building muscle, getting stronger, how should you train? Now, my opinion on this has definitely changed a lot when I first started being a personal trainer versus now. Because I have a huge bias towards free weights, because I have a huge bias towards the barbell, I usually recommended that to a lot of my clients. And usually what I would do is I would actually build them up to the point where they could actually do barbell exercises. When I was working in the commercial gym as a personal trainer up in Tacoma, Washington State, I had a lot of more like mostly older clients, but what I would do with them is I would actually build them up with bodyweight squats, goblet squats, then doing some leg presses just so that way they get a bit more comfortable with handling a little heavier load on their legs. And then we would get into some actual barbell squatting, but I would kind of go through that big long progression. And with that, because I kind of realized, oh, even though my bias is toward barbell free weight movements, that is not necessarily the starting point. So when it comes to novice clients, novice trainees, novice lifters, what do I recommend? I recommend starting with calisthenics and machines. Now, when I first started out, like, I mean, first started out and like, just was all kind of theoretical and didn't really have the experience necessary, I was just like, just start with the barbell. Just start with the barbell and go from there. Because my logic was this. You are going to build the best amount of size and strength with the barbell. So just start with it immediately when there's no weight on the bar, because now you're able to spend the most amount of effort and intention with your technique, so that way you're investing all this time and effort into your technique, so that way you just even though you're not really progressing in size and strength, because you're putting so much into your technique, it'll just skyrocket, and then that's what's going to help you get your best gains. Now, what I've come to learn is that that's not really an effective way of going about it, because the whole message of this channel, the whole message of my brand, is to start where you stand. And if you want to go from point A to point B, the fastest way to get there is to actually start where you need to, not where you want to, not where my biases or the biases of your coach, of your mindset actually wants you to, but where you actually need to start. So for novices who are completely new to the gym, what you need to do is get good at moving your body. So calisthenics are the best way to do that. Calisthenics are a great way to teach you full body coordination. It teaches you kinesthetic awareness. And honestly, if you know how to do a push-up, you will learn how to do bench press a lot easier. If you can squat just your body weight for high reps, you are not going to be nervous when you get underneath a bar, and you're not going to be completely clueless when you get underneath a bar. So, and also with the fact that you being a novice and so much works for you, calisthenics is going to build you a great physique, at least starting out, or it's going to build you a lot of muscle when you're first starting out. So there is an advantage there. Whereas with a barbell, because so much of it is just lightweight technique work, you're not really building all that much muscle, and you're not really building all that much strength. It's not really a transaction where you put in this effort, you get back results. It's more like an investment where you're putting in all this effort and you're not going to see results until way later. So there should be an element of technique work and barbell and free weight training, barbells, dumbbells, and stuff of that nature. But when it comes to your actual training, most of it should be calisthenics and machines. Calisthenics to teach your body how to move, machines to teach your body how to handle heavy loads and not be scared under heavy weight. Now, when it comes to actually working out, there's a couple things that I want to recommend. First, I know I'm recommending calisthenics, so that means it's like, oh, I can just go to the park. And if you can afford a gym, go to a gym. Reason being is because I want you to not only build up, like, the gym isn't just a place to work out. It's also, what I'm trying to say is the gym mentally is more than just a place to work out. If you are new to the gym, it is a place you're not really comfortable with. It's a place you're not really familiar with. So there is this mental obstacle that you need to clear. So when it comes to starting working out, you need to try to get comfortable with going to the gym. So you go there frequently and you don't stay there too long. So what I'm going to recommend, if you can afford a gym membership, get a gym membership, go to the gym like at least 3 times a week, and try to keep the same number of sessions per week. Just set a commitment to yourself, set a promise to yourself, and just fulfill that. You don't need to overachieve. And if you underachieve, set your goals lower and just hit that with 100% consistency. That's what you should be focusing on if you're a novice lifter, consistency. So let's say you set the goal of 3 times per week, and then let's say it's you're starting this next month, so September, right? So the month of September, you want to go every single week, 3 times a week. At the end of the month, you realize, oh shoot, I was like maybe 85% consistent. Good job. But next month, I want you to set a commitment of just 2 times per month or 2 times per week, every single week. And then once you hit that with 100% consistency, you set another goal and you hit that with 100%. Then you set another consistency goal and you hit that with another 100%. That is what I want you to focus on if you're a novice lifter. Getting consistent, getting comfortable with the gym. And then, of course, because I do recommend machines, you are more than likely not going to have that just in your basement. And if you do, why? If you're like never lifted a day in your life before, why do you have gym equipment in your basement? But get comfortable going to the gym, get comfortable being consistent with going to the gym, and work hard. That's why when I talk about programming and when I talk about actual making tangible progress, you have to focus on consistency and effort. These are 2 things that are going to dictate how much progress you actually make. Reason being, you can work hard all you want, but if you're not consistent with it, it's not going to work out. Now, you can be as consistent as you want, but if you don't work hard, your consistency is going to be limited by your effort. So that's why these 2 things have to be at 100% and developed as early as possible. So I think that about covers everything I want to talk about when it comes to novice training. I know there was a point that kind of like came into my mind, but I can't really think of it at the moment. So I'm just going to end the video there. My name is Karel King, stancestrength.com. If you are interested in coaching, there is a link in the description and you can check out my website and we can kind of talk, and make a plan for your own goals, whether it be strength, size, fat loss. I am more than happy and willing to help you reach your goals. So check out my website. There's merch, and of course, there's coaching. Get your own workout program or get coaching from me. Have a great day, and peace. See you in the next one.